Hi, this is Hans, hope all is well. I was just thinking about this question I had about the number of objects we end up seeing at a UFO sighting event. We'll see anywhere from 20 to 30 to 50 things when we end up going out. I just find that strange, and what I did was I actually put that in one of my videos and said that it was very strange that we saw so many objects. And the basic feedback was, you're basically in a park in a city, and there's an onshore breeze blowing things your way, which made a lot of sense to me. So based on this hypothesis, there is a corridor of air that's pushing, say, balloons toward our area. And I think it would be considered more of a corridor rather than like a funnel. Why would there be a funnel of balloons coming from many different directions fall within our field of view? We could probably see a 1 foot in diameter balloon about a mile away. So I'd say that our corridor from Hollydale Park over in Southgate would be 1 mile north, 1 mile south, 1 mile east, and 14 miles west because it ends at the Pacific Ocean. There are no balloons coming from the Pacific Ocean. This gives us approximately 30 square miles of population density. Our next step is to figure out population density for Los Angeles. Google has the population density of Los Angeles from Long Beach to Anaheim, California at 7,000 people per square mile. That's about 210,000 people within this 30 square mile corridor. Now within this corridor, people are having birthday parties, graduation parties, all kinds of, celebratory things. Now, I'm not saying that there's 210,000 people having balloon parties. I think there's only a small fraction of people having balloon parties within that corridor. So within these parties, there's a certain number of accidental releases, escapees, and intentional releases. And they're escaping within this corridor and heading our direction as we have our UFO sighting event. So what's escaping or being released are clusters, latex, foil balloons, pretty much anything filled with helium. So here's my thing. We're capturing objects about a mile away. We're not counting or capturing stuff that's been released within the park that we're at. The stuff that you're seeing in our videos are captured with a high-powered, high-definition camera or telescope. So let's just say that we saw 50 objects like we did in our last UFO sighting event. So out of the 30 square miles, out of the 210,000 people, within the 6 hours that we were there, we saw about 50 objects. So based on this statistical hypothesis, if we were at a park or somebody's backyard within half this distance, we would see about 25 objects within the same amount of time. Or say we were another 7 miles inland, we should see 50% more objects than we saw over at Hollydale, making it 75 objects. So basically, based on this hypothesis, find the length of your corridor and multiply it by 2. That will give you your square mileage. And then find the population density for your area. This should be simple enough, people should try it. Also, just to let you know that 40% of what we see don't have tethers on it, which that in itself doesn't make sense to me. There's been a few times that I've sat on my balcony looking up into the sky for about 2.5 hours and not seen a darn thing. So it happens. Now, for those who find it strange that we see so many objects, need to come to one of our UFO sighting events and see for yourself. I'm telling you, we see flybys and all kinds of other weird things. I highly recommend, if you've never seen a UFO, you need to come to one of our events. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I invite all of you to come to our next UFO sighting event. Hopefully we'll see you there, and we'll see you next time.